Amy from the blog OurAmiableFarmhouse.com, and today I'm going to share with you some good old-fashioned comfort food. A simple au gratin potatoes from scratch skillet recipe. Winter is great for cozying up by warm fires, having the oven on, heating up the house, and baking up something really good, nourishing, and filling those tummies up with some warm, good home cooking. And this dish does just that. All you need is some basic ingredients and a little time. So let's get started. Start by preheating the oven to 400 degrees. Place the cream cheese, milk, cream, yogurt, and all your spices into a mixing bowl and whisk to combine. Thinly slice your washed potatoes. Now I like to use my food processor for this, but if you're better at thinly slicing potatoes than I am, then go for that. In fact, sometimes if I don't feel like washing extra dishes, I will just slice it by hand and hope that I get them uniformly thin. Sometimes they're a little bit thicker than I'd like, but then again, I don't have to wash that monstrous machine. If I'm just gonna make a smaller dish, maybe 3 or 4 potatoes, then I'll just slice it by hand. But if I'm having company over or feeding all 6 of us, then I'm gonna get out a couple of skillets and do up 10 potatoes, and then I'm just gonna run that through the food processor. If using a cast iron skillet, this is important. Make sure it's nicely greased with some kind of fat, like lard, butter. My favorite is bacon grease, and I always try to have a little bit of that sitting next to my stove, and so I just slather that on up the sides and on the bottom of my skillet. Layer the potatoes down, and then sprinkle on some ham, pour some wet mixture over the top, about 1/3 of it. Sprinkle over some cheese, and you're going to repeat that for about 3 layers or until all your ingredients are used up. Bake covered for 30 minutes. Now, my skillet was a hand-me-down. I don't even know where it came from. I'm going to assume that my husband had it when we got married. But I love it because it's like a deep dish, almost like a Dutch oven skillet. It's a little bit smaller than a Dutch oven. It's perfect for baking bread, like a French boule, and for recipes just like this. But it didn't come with the lid that most Dutch oven skillets do. So that's on my list of things to look for, keep an eye out for at the thrift stores, or maybe just pick up a new one of these days when I think about it. After the initial 30 minutes, then take your cover off and bake for an additional 15 to 30 minutes until nice and golden brown and bubbly, and the potatoes are tender. And that's it. Couldn't be more simple. Slice up some potatoes, throw some creamy mixture at it, maybe a little bit of lunch meat or a ham steak if you feel like it, or not, and bake it in the oven, and you have a hearty comfort meal ready in just about 45 minutes. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you enjoyed this recipe. If you give it a try, please let me know. I'd love to hear how you like it. If you like this video, let me know by giving me a thumbs up. Leave a comment below, say hi. I'd love to meet you. If you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button and bell to be notified each week when I bring a new video on simple food, simple living, simply handmade. Thanks so much for stopping by our amiable farmhouse, and I'll see you next week. Give me a thumbs up.